What's good, y'all? This is your channel TFD back again with another video, and I gotta keep it real with you. This Indiana Fever playoff push is no joke, man. They just straight up handled business and ran right through the Seattle Storm. For this one here, we're taking it all the way back home to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Man, oh man, what a night. I told y'all before, if Aaliyah Boston locks in, it's game over. And guess what? She heard us. She went full beast mode out there, dominating the paint like it was nothing. Straight up unstoppable. And then you got Caitlin Clark. I don't even know what to say at this point. Indy is hers. The city is rocking with her like it's Peyton Manning all over again after that Colts Super Bowl run. The crowd, the energy, the love. This is bigger than basketball. This was a must-win, y'all. Season on the line, playoff race heating up, and the Fever came through. Not only did they win, but they swept Seattle for the season. That's huge. Before we dive into how Aaliyah Boston flipped the switch and went savage mode, we gotta talk about Caitlin Clark's full takeover of Indianapolis. The whole scene looked like a championship parade. That's how crazy it is right now. This right here, y'all, this is superstardom. You see it with your own eyes. Caitlin Clark out there making sure every fan gets an autograph before the Fever and Storm matchup tonight. That's greatness. That's what the face of the league does. The logo? Straight heat. The fit? On point. Caitlin Clark, you did your thing once again, just like always. You're giving us Peyton Manning vibes. You're giving us Larry Bird vibes when he held it down for Indiana. You're looking every bit like the GOAT in the making. Now let's talk about the big win. And first up, it's only right we start with you, Aliyah Boston. You was in full beast mode tonight, Aliyah Boston. Straight up unstoppable. Everybody out there looked like barbecue chicken on the block. You was seasoning them up, throwing hot sauce, ranch, whatever you wanted. You completely dismantled the Seattle Storm's bigs. And didn't I say it before the game? I told y'all, we need a dominant performance from Aliyah Boston. And what did she do? She delivered. 27 points, 9 rebounds, shooting 10 of 18 from the field. That's the kind of stat line that screams superstar. And the part one love, you got up 18 shots. That's the aggression we need every single night. Listen, Nneka Ogwumike, she's a great player, but way too small for Aliyah Boston. That's facts. And then you got Easy Eye Magbeggar. Tons of potential, but she's young, still developing. She can't do nothing with Aliyah when she's locked in like that. Boston was putting bodies in the basket, elbows in the ribs, just bullying her way to easy buckets. And this is why I'm tough on Aliyah Boston. Because we know she's capable of this every night. Not some nights, every single night. When she stays on that low block and stays aggressive, there's no answer for her. Offensive boards, second chance points, dominating the paint, the Storm had zero solutions. Now, let me slide some credit over to Coach Stephanie White, too. Because tonight, the Fever's defense showed up. They clamped down and held Seattle to just 75 points. That's lockdown defense. The Storm couldn't buy a basket to save their lives. And Seattle, what's going on? Y'all went out and traded for Brittany Sykes, and honestly, it's looking like a wasted move right now. This is what we expect, Aliyah. Not 6 points. Not 12 points. We're talking 20 plus on the regular. You're too good, too talented, and too dominant to settle for anything less. Tonight, you reminded everybody exactly who you are. Then we got to talk about the homegirl, Lexie Hull. Yeah, that's right, we giving her flowers tonight. 9 rebounds, y'all. 9. Now, if you just look at the box score, you might think, nothing crazy. But nah, Lexie was out there doing the dirty work. Hustling, scrapping, making those little plays that don't always show up in the stat sheet. That's the kind of performer she is. I keep telling y'all, There's a few women on this squad you can always count on. Sophie Cunningham, she's one. Lexie Hull is definitely one. And KK? Yeah, Michaela T is one too. I actually feel like Michaela needs to be out there more. She brings energy that flips games. Now, when it comes to crunch time, game on the line type moments, I'm trusting players like Lexie. I'm trusting KK. And listen, I love Kelsey Mitchell, don't get it twisted. But I kind of feel like towards the end of games, maybe give Kelsey the ball to initiate a little more, spread the floor, and not force everything on her to take the last shot. Especially with Caitlin Clark out. Caitlin wasn't there tonight, and that changes the whole dynamic. But yo, we gotta talk about Odyssey Sims. Man, she came in hooping. Dropped 22 points, 6 dimes, and 3 boards. That's veteran work right there. And it finally feels like the Fever got that point guard presence back. She controlled the tempo, and those buckets were clutch. And let's keep it real. When players like Odyssey Sims or even Ari McDonald suit up for the Fever, there's a different energy. Playing under the bright lights in Indy, playing alongside Caitlin Clark when she's there. That motivates them to rise to another level. Somebody said the other day, I ain't seen Odyssey play like this in forever. And you want to know why? Because the spotlight is on. And when the pressure's on, you either crack or you shine. And tonight, Odyssey was shining bright, raining buckets. That's just facts. I cannot be happier right now. Seriously, the new standings should be dropping tomorrow, but I don't know if they've been updated tonight. Let's go ahead and pull it up real quick, because I need to see exactly where the Indiana Fever sit after this win. Okay, here we go. Looks like we're sitting at 20-18. Still locked in at that number 6 spot. Seattle right behind us at 20-19, so that head-to-head win was huge. That tiebreaker really matters right now. And yo, Caitlin Clark Day at the arena? Fire. If anybody out there snagged one of those shirts, hit your boy up, because I need one for the collection. That's wall-worthy right there. But listen, the big takeaway here is simple. We gotta keep the hope alive. Gotta keep pushing, keep stacking these wins, and just keep the momentum rolling. And hopefully, Caitlin Clark makes her return sooner rather than later, because when she's back, this team is on another level. Shout out to Stephanie White, too. I'll give her props, coached a solid game tonight. I thought she dropped the ball last outing, but she definitely came through with the adjustments this time around. So yeah, Fever fans, tap in. Let me know what y'all think about where this team stands right now and how you feel about the playoff push. I keep telling y'all, Lexie Hull is everywhere. You cannot measure her impact by the box score. You just can't. She was out there clamping Skylar Diggins, locking up Gabby Williams, had them both in a straitjacket. They couldn't do nothing. Nothing. 9 rebounds, a steal, plus all that defense. Lexie Hull had herself a hell of a basketball game. Now, let's be real. The bench didn't give us too much tonight, but they also didn't kill us either. Bree Turner chipped in 4 points for rebounds. I saw her try to throw up a left-hand shot. Man, that was ugly. I don't even know how she's still getting run. Honestly, I'd rather see Michaela Timpson get those minutes. Steph White only gave her 4 minutes tonight. But hey, we'll take the win regardless. And this was a must-win. Season on the line type of game. I love how the Fever came out from the jump, aggressive, assertive, stepping on Seattle's neck early. That's what I've been asking for. No waiting until the second quarter to turn it up. This is now the 3rd straight game where we've had a double-digit lead, and finally, we held it together. Yeah, Seattle cut it down to 6 here and there, but for the most part, Indiana kept control. We even went up by 27, almost 30, in the 4th quarter. That's dominance. And honestly, the Fever just might be a terrible matchup for the Seattle Storm. They don't seem to have an answer for us, period. This win was huge, because this week is crunch time. Sparks are coming up, Valkyries are coming up. Both teams were fighting playoff spots with. So starting this stretch with a statement win? That's big time. And hey, don't be surprised if the GOAT is on the way back. Yup, you heard me. Caitlin Clark might just be returning soon. Word is, she could be suiting up Friday against the Sparks in LA. I'm not saying it's official, but if she's out there, you better believe I'll be there too. The logo is hot, she's shutting cities down, and her return would light everything up even more. But tonight, shout out to Aaliyah Boston. You did your big one, girl. That's the kind of performance that puts you in the same conversation with the Jonquil Joneses of the world. Dominant, efficient, unstoppable. That's the standard we gotta hold you to every game. Indiana Fever keep the season alive with a monster win over the Seattle Storm. Drop your thoughts down in the comments. Let's talk about it. This is TFD. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share this one.
First home game. Got a dub. Let's get it.
Big dub.
Let's go. Keep it down. Woo! Dubs. It's giving. Good job. Good job. Good job. Yes. 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 Okay, really great stuff. That's the most complete game we put together in a long time. We made more free throws than they attempted. Yo, hey, that is a difference maker for us, and that will be a difference maker for us. 22 assists on 36 made field goals. Total team effort.
AB, 1,000th career rebound. Fastest player in Fever history to do so. And Kel set a new franchise record for most points in a single season.